Alright, so this is the mechanism that pushes out the Wingate drawer. So you can see this panel pushes in. It won't move because of this drawer in the way. Pull this drawer out. Now the drawer pops out, and that moves because you can see the line around it. Got that plunger that comes out, that bumps into this drawer coming in, so it won't push out until the drawer is pulled out of the way. And then you can see this plunger here is under spring pressure. That is what pushes the drawer out. And then you can see under here these notches that are cut in here. And then on the box there's these little hooks. Now them hooks, when they first went in, go into the large part of the hole when the drawer is pushed back. And then when this slides forward, that hook on the drawer slides over to the smaller part of this notch and hooks onto that, so the drawer can't be pushed out. And then when you slide this way, that hook is slid over to the large part of the crack here, and the hook on the box is able to slide out of the notch. Okay, so this is the mechanism for this part. When you pull the key out, and the key screws in to the bottom under here, and when it screws in, this drawer pops out that is sitting on top of here. It's a very simple design for how that works. So you can see the key has threads inside of it, and there's threads on the end of that pin sticking out of the bottom. Those threads are only on the very end of it because that's where it gets screwed on. And then there's that rod that comes up into this square block of wood. That square block of wood comes out right there, and that's what's holding the drawer down. When you screw this in, it's like a bolt. As you're turning it, this is being pulled down, and it isn't able to spin around in a circle because this is a square and it's glued onto that rod. So the square is keeping this from being able to spin, so in that case, this is the only thing spinning. So as this is spinning, it's actually pulling that rod down into the key, which is pushing it down. And once it gets down far enough, it clears the drawer, and the drawer pops out because it is under spring pressure as well. This is a pretty simple design. Also, you can see that panel is under spring pressure, and when you push it open, you can see in the back here there's that slot in this wall. When you open this up, you'll see that in the back of this drawer there's a hole, and in that hole I can screw a piece of all thread, and that all thread will go through that slot in the wall when the panel's pushed in, and that all thread will prevent the panel from pushing in all the way when this drawer here is in place. So the drawer has to pull out before the panel can push.